Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be my maiden flight of the Aton, Traxxas Aton. The wind conditions are pretty high today, they're about 12 to 15. But I'm hoping, since this is a GPS quad, there should be no problems. So I'm going to use the stock battery that is 3000 milliamps 3 cell and turn on a transmitter. The transmitter is really weird. It's like a video game controller. I guess that's what I wanted. I wish it was more hobby grade, but it does its job, I believe. We'll give it a shot. So I'm going to turn on the transmitter. The power switch is right here. And I just powered it up. And we turn on the quad. You always turn on the transmitter first, and then we turn on the quad second. This goes for every GPS quad that you ever own. Always turn on the transmitter first. So there's a switch right here. And it's booting up. So right now it's looking for GPS. It's blinking. You can see that better from here. It's blinking right now looking for GPS. So that might take a few minutes. This has GLONASS, so it uses American and Russian satellites. So right now it's acquiring all GPS. It's just locked into all GPSs. I got solid green lights. Now it's establishing home. It's calculating for home. So we'll wait for that. Right now it's blinking. Both lights are blinking, so I'm waiting for this light to stay solid green, which is my launch takeoff button. Wait for it a little bit. This quad also has an app, which is kind of weird because the transmitter doesn't have a phone holder. I can't really hook up the phone to this tiny transmitter. So the app works with Bluetooth, so I gotta turn on my Bluetooth. Just give me a few seconds. Again, this is my maiden flight. So connection is I don't know if you heard that. It says connection is established and we're on standby mode. We're still looking for home. It still hasn't established a home point yet. So maybe we should calibrate it. So let's do that. Let's calibrate it. So we go into settings. On this side there is calibration. This button right here. So let's touch this right here to confirm that it's level, which I did.
Level calibration accepted.
Alright. And let's do compass. Touch to begin compass calibration. So we're going to have to flip the quad. To get compass calibration. And we're flipping the quad this way, going by the pictures. Now we're going to flip the quad. We're rotating it this way. Rotating it. Hopefully it will tell us that it's completed, because I have been rotating.
Compass calibration accepted.
The computer said compass calibration is now accepted. So now that is good. We'll go into film mode, and I can control my film mode. Film mode is very slow. It's saying 9 miles per hour. We'll leave it like that. I'm just wondering why it's blinking so long. Like that third one's still blinking. might have to reboot it. I'll wait patiently. So you can also calibrate sport mode. You see how I have it at 35% pitch? You can change that to 45, 50%. And expert mode, you can do the same thing. I'm actually going to reboot it because it's taking way too long to get a home point because it's still blinking. So I'll try to reboot it. Let's see what happens. Alright, so reboot. Unplug it. Turn on the transmitter again first. And plug this in again. Put it down. Don't move it. We're in standby mode. Good. So the app is pretty interesting. I mean, it actually talks to me and all that. But I wish, you know, they had like a phone stand on this, like, you know, like the Phantom. But it doesn't. And I've seen people did mods on it with selfie sticks. So maybe I can do that. So now I have a home point. So it looks like when I rebooted it, it got its home point. So now we're gonna do a flight. These batteries are rated for 25 minutes, but it's really windy today, so I'm gonna do like maybe 10 minutes just for safety, just to get a feel for it, because this is my maiden flight. So we'll do that. Now let's take off. Let me start my timer. See, in the transmitter you can see this is the telemetry of the battery of the quad, and this is the battery level of my transmitter. This light right here will engage the rotors, the props. So I'll hit that button and it'll start. If I don't do anything, within 2 seconds it will shut off in film mode. So it's gonna disengage. It'll disengage if I don't give it throttle in film mode. In expert mode and sport mode is 10 seconds. So let's do that again. Let's start it again. And automatic takeoff is raising this up to 50%. 50%. So right now it's on GPS hold. And it'll beep to let me know that I have it higher than 60%. So we'll let it hover. Nice steady hover on it. Really good hover on it. The wind is pushing it, but it's trying to hold its spot. It's really good. Alright, so we'll go for a flight on beginner mode, just to get a feel for it. Now, it has a geofence that you can take off. When you first get it, it's like a 500 feet geofence. It's really slow. It's set for 9 miles per hour, and it's pretty slow. It's meant for film, so on this mode. So that's film mode or beginner mode, GPS lock, and it's pretty steady. Now, to change it, I just gotta press this up right here. I press this down, the throttle, but I have to, this button right here is the air brakes. So I'll hold the air brakes and set it for expert mode, or actually sport mode. That will get rid of the GPS, but I will have the accelerometers and the gyros. So now it's much more aggressive. See, this is expert mode. So I have no GPS. accelerometers and the gyros working on. And it's at 35% pitch. I can change that with the settings. I can make it 45% pitch, but for now I have it 35. You can also change it in the app. As far as the yaw, this is the yaw right there. That's pretty fast yaw. And you can also calibrate the accelerometers and gyros too on a level surface. I'll do that at home. I'll do a video on that at home. Actually, my battery level is pretty low. It's in the middle already. Not bad. It's pretty fast. There you go. Awesome quad. What I like about this quad is it's a hybrid. It's very light though, the wind pushes it. You know, you have the ability to turn on the GPS on it and make it into a film mode. Very slow over there. And then you can hit the button again, the air brakes, and then push down on the right joystick to change it to sport mode, which is right now sport mode. You can hit it again for expert mode, which gets rid of all the training wheels. You have no GPS, no gyros, no accelerometers, you have nothing, and you're on your own. I haven't done expert mode yet because I'm still learning. I'm still getting used to this quad. And another thing about this quad, it has air brakes, so if you feel like you're in trouble for whatever reason, let's say you're losing control, you just hit this button right here on the right, and it will stop. I'm going to hit it right now. Hit the air brakes and it stopped. So it will hold this position and give you a little breather if you feel like you're losing control. It's a neat feature. I've never seen this in any car. This air brake is very nice. Air brake, it's going to fly up or move whatever because it's going to let go of the brakes. So let's do that. Let go of the brakes, and now it's going away from the nose front of it. So now I got control of it. In case you run into trouble. I think that's pretty neat. Now I don't know the maximum range on this because this transmitter is so tiny. I can't believe they 600 feet, but people say that they can go 800 feet with it. It blows my mind because it's so tiny, this transmitter, and there's no external antennas. So I have a geofence on it with you know, with about 600 feet to keep it from so I'm going to hit the air brake again, and by doing that, you hold the air brakes and you push this stick down. Now that's 3 beep. That is expert mode. Has nothing. No GPS, no accelerometers, no gyros. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to hit it again. And it has GPS. So now I'm going to do return to home by pressing this button. So I'm going to bring it out away from me. Now, when you first get this, the default settings on this is 45 but I set it for 60 feet. And will come back to me. Like I said before, defaultly it was set for 40 feet, but I think that's way too low. I think 60 feet is a better number, because most trees are not 60 feet tall. That gives you 6 stories. Right now it's calculating to come down, and it's descending. Now remember, that wooden platform is where it took off. So we'll see how close it comes from the wooden platform. You can adjust it too, if you feel like it was. I don't like it to land on a wooden platform because it's not an easy spot. The propellers can hit. But, away from the wooden spot because it was too close to the props. So it was really accurate.